Well, good morning, everybody. This is Jason Murphy coming at you, Beekeeper, and I'm going to put together a video today that shows you a beehive removal and the much newer way of doing it, since the last video I really posted was like 6 years ago, and I was using vacuum buckets of 5-gallon buckets to create my bee vacuum. Now I have a much more professional outfit, and I'm going to show that to you real fast, and then we'll get started. We're down here between Sparta and Doyle, Tennessee, at this lovely brick house where the bees have gotten in. And I tell you what, I'm going to show you very quickly first where and how they got in this house to make a new home for themselves, and then I'll show you my new bee vacuum box, and then I'll put all this together so that you can see what it takes to do a beehive removal. So I'm under their porch right here. So outside here is the back of their house. It goes up to the main level of their home, is connected to that deck. So it's kind of a two-story brick home, with the garage being down here to my left, and over here to my right they have a finished bedroom, and then upstairs is the main floor of the house. But right here next to this steel support beam, the bees are coming and going, and I'll get as close as I can to let you kind of see them coming in and out of their home that they've made here. Now, she said she only Miss Sue, I'll refer to her on this video, said she never saw them until this year, but that doesn't mean they haven't been here for a while. And it also means, well, we'll know by the color of their comb an approximate age of the hive. So now I'm just walking back over to the garage entrance right here and going to show you my bee box. So you're looking at a standard 10 frame deep hive body, and then I have a top cover with a PVC fitting on the top that creates our vacuum. So our shop vac will connect to that, and then that will create suction, and the bees can't get sucked into the shop vac because of this double screen board that I'll show you more of in just a second. And then we have a valve right here so that we can let more air in or less, so that we can create the right amount of vacuum, because if you suck up the bees too hard, then it will just kill them. But we have some weather stripping around the edge of this screen board, and you can see how that is put together. And then here we have just 10 frames of standard 10 frame deep box that we put on top of a custom bottom. And then the custom bottom also has weather stripping. And then we have this little inlet that we hook another hose to that goes up to the bees, sucks the bees in here. We even gave them a little ramp so they can make their way up and into the frames. And that way they can spread out, and you can hold a lot of bees in this one 10 frame deep box. So that's the situation, and we are getting set up inside. I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick. I have a dear friend of mine from church, Will Daly, is helping me today. And so we're putting down tarp, because with beehives you have honey, and I don't want to make their carpet all sticky. But we believe the bees are right up here in the ceiling that we haven't cut open yet, but we will continue to show you guys what we're doing. We're also going to put plastic down the walls and across the ceiling to create a room that the bees can't get out of. And so we're going to remove their pictures to protect them from the wall. But Will, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
So Will's my helper today and was interested in learning about beekeeping. So here we go. I'll be back with more a little bit later. Well, welcome back, everybody. You may have not known we were gone, but we have, there's Will working to get the rest of the tape on that wall over there, and we've taped off all of this. We have a little door that's overlapping here to get in. So this gray bucket down here is a double-decker honey bucket where you can put your honeycomb in the top portion. There's a grate in there so the honey can drip down. As you can see there, the honey can drip down through that, and you capture your honey in the bottom. And then there's a gate on this side over here where you can let your honey flow out through another strainer. Here we have just a 5-frame box that is empty with rubber bands on it, so we can rubber band our brood in those. Hopefully you'll get a chance to see that later. And then for any miscellaneous wax that we're not trying to keep or give to the bees or that have honey, it'll go in that 5-gallon bucket there. We have our shop vac that is going up and connected to the top of our bee box. And then we have this hose that will go to the bees to suck them gently into this 10-frame deep box. So we're blessed to have a window. That is awesome. And you may even be able to see the bees right outside this window coming and going like crazy, doing what bees do. So we're gonna cut through this ceiling right here and try to find them and give them a new home. We'll show you more in a little bit. They're over here, buddy. Right there they are, everybody.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to capture a couple of images here for Sue. She's going to love to see that.
That's neat.
So you see how deep that cavity is right there. This cavity is all full of bees. So we're yet to determine how old the hive is, but we're going to start vacuuming and go from there. And here's one of our little bee friends. Hey, baby girl. Oh, she flew away. She didn't.
Is that where it's shining on it?
Yes. Yeah, if you see that reflection and that shiny glimmer, that's liquid and that's nectar. When that nectar is capped, covered over, then it's honey. That's all honey, a couple of bees in there. We haven't found big enough brood yet to be able to save it, and we're still vacuuming. We have some pretty big pieces of comb about to come. This is a brand new hive. I believe it's only a month old, give or take, and probably 10,000 bees, give or take. And so far, the comb is so new and so pliable that it's almost impossible to save any to give back to the girls, but we're hoping to find some that we can put into a frame. So Will's vacuuming away right now. We're taking turns. Look at the ceiling and you can see all the different layers that we have already removed. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid layers of comb so far, and we're about halfway mark. So we're gonna keep working and keep vacuuming. So Will is learning how to put a piece of brood comb into a frame, and that's just pull the rubber bands down and over it. Yeah, there you go. And if you can kind of crisscross them, that helps. And that's a good piece of brood comb that we're giving back to the bees. You can see they keep gathering at the window, and we keep vacuuming them up. Here's where I cut off that piece of brood comb, and got some more bees to vacuum. Well, we're down to this final little piece of comb. There may or may not be one more very small piece behind that one. There'll be a lot of bees behind that one. I need to come up with a phone stand that I could set this up over here and you guys could have watched the whole thing, but I had to do it in segments because I'm doing this by hand, of course, with bees flying all around us. But it's been a pretty great, fairly easy removal. Let's count the layers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 or 11. Sorry about that. Dropped the phone. Bee got on my finger, and I don't care much for that. To operate this camera, I can't have a glove on, so I'm trying to protect my hand. Anyway, almost done. I'll show you a final picture when we're through, and hope you've enjoyed the video. Well, the bees are gone for the most part. There's 1 or 2 stragglers that are almost impossible to get them. Well, it is impossible to get them all. I think they may have been starting to draw out on this other side right up there, by the way. But we got them dismissed, and we're going to treat the area. I normally use vanilla extract because it's natural and doesn't hurt the area. And the bees don't like it. It's bitter, and its scent covers up the pheromones. But so anyway, that's it for this episode. We're gonna go home and process the honey, well, the nectar comb, which tastes like honey to us and is just as good. It just doesn't last as long as honey. Anyway, y'all be blessed. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the next bee removal job by Jason Murphy. Y'all take care.